Hasn't even seen play yet, and it's already seen changes. Not necessarily efficient, but I decided to do something dumb with it. So I'm not entirely happy with where it is at the moment. Um, Not saying it runs bad or anything. I'm just not sure if I'm satisfied with where it is. Because the initial version that I built was a little reliant on the Final Fantasy cards. Definitely put in more Final Fantasy 14 cards than I really should have. A little bit, but then I moved away from it a little bit. Still got a lot of the Final Fantasy stuff in it, just not as much. And that might change a little bit more as I think about how I want it to run. Right now, I don't hate where it is, but it may be a bit of a mess. I can say this though. I decided to take my own advice. I forget who I said it to, but I decided to add some planeswalkers. Yeah. Yeah, so I added some planeswalkers to the deck because that seems like it'd be fun and dumb. No, it's a controller game. Controller. Unlike Kingmaker, this one can swap on the fly. I hate it. One of the mods I find to be like super necessary for Kingmaker, a Pathfinder Kingmaker, actually breaks controller integration, so I have to use a keyboard and mouse if I actually want to play it. It makes me so mad.
Sounds like Kingmaker kind of gets messed up sometimes.
Well, no, it's because the controller support was something they added way later.
Right.
They actually got into contact with the guy who made a controller mod for the game.
Hey, how did you do this?
Well, they hired him to make it an official thing for the console release.
Well, that's just funny. It's just like, hey, we're incompetent. We don't know how to do that. And the guy's like, "You made the game. What? I did this. I did this in the afternoon."
No, it's actually really smart. Because the controller integration was actually seamless. Like it wasn't like text to key like a lot of things are, or what is it, keypadder?
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. So they hired him who had already done it and gave him the source code and let him just make it official. So they saved a lot of man hours not having to try and reinvent the wheel, so to speak. But yeah, I also added a card to the Y'shtola called Whip of Erebos. Are you familiar with that one?
It sounds... No, actually, I don't know that one.
Whip of Erebos is a 4-mana legendary enchantment artifact from original... what is it? Oh, you invited me. Give me a second. Don't disappear on me! No, mouse, you're too slow. I'm on controller. Mouse does not show up on the screen. Error! Play game. I accepted the invite. Ugh.
Oh, hell. There are no saves. Start a game in single-player mode and create a character after the introductory video. Choose cooperative mode settings. Sorry.
What's wrong?
I don't have a save file, so...
Oh, you have to have a save file first?
You have to have a save file first. That's weird. You can't start as a cooperative. You have to watch the opening video first. Alright.
Really? Hold on.
It's what it says.
Well, hold on, Dale. Maybe I should host.
Oh, so you have a file.
No, I don't. I should host because I think if I do it, we can use my DLC.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't really decided to buy it yet. So, I know it's like $15, which I can afford it. I just not set in stone with it. I had like 8 things on my wish list yesterday before I went to work. And I was like, I got cold feet, and I'm like, okay, I'll wait until we talk and do this before I commit. Which I feel like I'm going to.
So I have to have a save first? Does that mean you have to have a save first?
No, it says whoever's the host. Like, when I did this, it says choose a save. Save list is empty. To start a co-op game, a game save is required. If there are no saves, start the game in single player mode and create a character. After the introductory video, choose cooperative mode in the settings. So, and it's like there's no way to like launch it from here. So you have to have a save mode active.
Okay.
Like there has to be a save.
So I'll work on making mine real fast.
Ugh. Just so you know, when I did all that, I hid the screen.
You hid the screen, or you?
I hid my screen, so it's just our floating heads on the screen right now because I don't want the code to be like visible. So
gotcha.
If someone just decides to pop in and be like, "Oh, multiplayer, let's go."
I was telling you what Whip of Erebos did.
Yeah, you were.
It gives creatures you control lifelink.
Whip of Erebos. Let me look at that. Dictate of Erebos.
So imagine Y'shtola with lifelink, because she doesn't make you lose life, she deals damage to you when she uses her ability.
Ah, this card. And then you 2 and 2 black, tap, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Exile at the beginning of the next end step. If it would leave the battlefield, exile it instead and putting it anywhere else. Activate this ability only anytime you can cast a sorcery.
I can't tell you much, but I can tell you that is not one that a lot of people will use, that second part.
Yeah, but the lifelink is pretty good.
Well, the thing is, I think this might be the only like way to give lifelink in mono black at the very least. Like global lifelink like that. I don't think there's a lot that do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say global lifelink. Like regular lifelink is like that's all like vampires, right?
Vampires tend to have the mechanic, but yeah, black doesn't have a way to give it easily.
Yeah. I can't think of a single card except the one you just told me about.
Yeah.
Like they just have like individual cards that have lifelink, not really like give everything lifelink. Pretty good.
Weapon skill, agility.
Let me see. Let me hit the new game button and see what's up. Oh, that's why the DLC. Oh, they're like new campaigns.
They are not.
Oh, they're not. Then why does it show up as if they are campaigns?
Because you toggled them on.
It says main story, Void Shadows, Lux Imperials. The second story expansion. I don't know. I kind of like that little idea I just randomly had in my head.
Oh.
That like imagine it. You have one game that's just like it has like the main story, and the DLC is just the not just expansions, but like different campaign scenarios. So your one game has like it's pretty much it's like treating a tabletop treating a CRPG as if it was a tabletop RPG.
I mean, that's kind of how Celeste is.
Yeah, but I mean, like...
And Kingmaker's like that. I don't think any of its DLC, except for, like, one minor one is...
I mean, yeah, that is kind of like how they are working, but they're kind of like working like those adventure paths, you know? But what I meant was, like, you have Kingmaker, which is... That's the adventure scenario for Pathfinder, right? But what if that same client also had the other adventure paths? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, you're not carrying over your character to progress through like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 of that adventure. Like it's like a whole new module. Kind of feel like I'm not making sense. Oh my god.
Did you get invited?
I got invited, yeah. No. Boo. There we go. I are here now.
It says this player does not have the same DLC as the host. The list of saves will be limited to those with no DLC conflicts.
Oh, okay, that's easy. We anticipated this. Hang on, let me
Yeah. Are you
I'm
gonna go ahead and
I'm
get it?
gonna go ahead and get it because like I said, like that's why I asked prior if I needed it because like I said, I can buy it. I just wanted to know if it was like a Solasta situation.
I was hoping it was like a Solasta.
Like I can just grab that. It's just the season pass, right?
Yeah, the season pass comes with both of them.
Yeah, I was just like,
You know
it's just the season pass. Pretty
you know
good.
what's bonkers?
What's up?
They have a season. Be sure to get the season pass 1, not 2.
Yeah, the one that's $15, not
Yeah,
25.
yeah. Well, the thing is that season pass 2, they're making they're making more 2 more expansions for the game, and they've already announced the sequel game is coming out soon.
Oh my god.
They did this with Wrath of the Righteous. Wrath of the Righteous last DLC came out, I think, either this year or last year, and Rogue Trader's been out for like 2 years now.
I have heard from a podcast that I listen to about Road Trader
Yeah.
where they did this and then they announced the sequel and he's like, when am I able to play Road Trader? Because he doesn't like playing these CRPGs when they're still coming out with content because he feels like it's incomplete to him. So he only plays them when they're fully complete. Like they're not updating the game anymore. And he's
Well,
like,
well,
yeah,
well. Now I bet he'll feel bad because Path of Exile, or not Path of Exile, Pillars of Eternity is getting an update.
yes, he is. He's big mad because he's just like, I thought this game was done.
Obsidian in the background. No,
He's like, now I have to play it again.
just to know
It's just so funny.
they fixed all of it.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I'm big mad. He gets like he loves Baldur's Gate 3, but then he's just like, I gotta stop because they're updating it a lot, and I want it to completely be finished so I can play a finished game. And they keep updating it. And he's like, when am I able to? It's like the funniest brainworms. The funniest thing, and yeah, Rogue Trader is like always in his mind too because he's like, he's like season 1 pass is done. Now I can finally enjoy the game. Season pass 2. Oh my god.
To be fair, though, that's one thing I really like about Owlcat. They definitely give their games very long lives because of this.
I mean, that's one reason why I got that whole thing to begin with. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Don't tell
What's wrong?
me the auto game detect. It's stuck on the. There we go. It was just showing the Warhammer logo. Okay, go ahead and reinvite me.
Okay, I will do so.
Oh wait,
friend.
or can I just join the game? I think about it. Oh wait, no.
No.
I have to implement the thing.
I'm sending you an invite.
I'm in. And there's no errors this time.
None.
The upper decks. Yeah, that's why I got that humble bundle because like it looked like a good deal, and these look like really good CRPGs.
We'll see what happens because I don't know how it'll handle it. Like, do you have to import a character? Do you have to make a character?
I think I have to. Yeah, I don't know. This is the first time I've booted this game, so I don't know.
So just so you know, the load screens require a button input if it's finished loading.
Oh, it's one of those games. Press any key.
Yeah.
Well, it appears that I don't have a character, so hang on a second. Character assignments. There's no character.
So that's. So I think I'll have to make you a custom character.
Interactable objects. Some objects are interactable. Okay, so typical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Typical RPG things.
Oh,
Mercenary creation.
Oh yeah.
There we go. You met with the mercenary steward. Talk to him through the corresponding dialogue options. You'll be able to create up to 2 mercenaries for other group members to control. As the group leader, you'll be redirected to the character creation screen. There will be able to give these mercenaries names, customize items, choose their background, archetypes, and various other parameters. Once the mercenaries are created, their model will appear in the game world. At first, they will be controlled by you. Go to the character assignment menu to grant each group member the ability to control the corresponding mercenary. If your group consists of more than 3... Oh, no! You said shut up. Yes, I need to bolster my ranks. You'll have to wait a moment.
So I'll have to make the character.
Yeah. But I can
Do you
see
see
it.
this?
I see
Okay.
it, yeah. It's pretty neat.
You know what?
Beard Man.
I
Oh.
think. Oh. So
Oh,
what I
that's
think
cool.
what I think we'll do is start over so that you can be host, so that you can be the rogue trader, and you'll make the important story decisions.
Oh, is that what you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I want to watch you be experiencing Warhammer 40k stuff for the first time.
You want me to struggle.
And I want you to put it on daring difficulty.
Daring?
Yeah, that's like the difficulty where there's no, like, it's not in favor of the players, where enemies aren't just weaker.
So I just leave.
Yeah.
The daring difficulty.
I'll go to main menu. Wait for you to make your character. And because you'll actually be making your character, you'll get a better understanding of what's going on.
Daring. Choosing this difficulty is not recommended for players not familiar already with the Rogue Trigger system, as well as its implementation of this game. Do you confirm your choice? I'll accept because that is what you want to do.
I'll tell you this much, Daniel. Rogue, if you're familiar with like turn-based systems, Rogue Trader system isn't that much different. I will say this, even on daring, because I've only been playing on daring. Like I started on normal and then switched to daring. It's still stupid easy. It's just daring doesn't have any, doesn't make the enemies weaker and doesn't make you stronger for some reason. Like if you've ever played the Pathfinder games Alcat made, all their stuff, you have to actually put it on the next highest difficulty to actually have like tabletop rules.
I like this game already because I can actually put a custom portrait.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I like that.
Yeah, all the Alcat games do that.
It's amazing. I actually enjoy that. Let's see. What kind of rocking hair can I get?
The hairstyles are like super off-putting because they're all like stuff you see during Victorian era.
Yeah. Isn't this the future though?
40,000 years.
Somehow we looped back.
Well, the thing is because a fundamental fact about the Warhammer 40k universe is nobody knows how anything works.
Oh, that's kind of really?
Yeah, like they have people who use technology and stuff, but they fundamentally don't understand it.
It's like, how did we do this? We lost the knowledge years ago.
Well, literally, everything is held together with like duct tape and a prayer, like an actual literal prayer.
Everything's dying.
Their engineers are called engineers, and they are known as tech priests. Tech priests.
No one knows how that works.
None at all.
It's crazy.
because the galaxy for humanity has been stagnating for like thousands of years.
You know, the more I hear about Warhammer, the more it sounds like humanity should die.
Literally. Oh, you're gonna love it then.
I am streaming lags. I don't know why my thing isn't working though. Hang on. I wonder if they're off. Yes, the alerts are off. There you go. Thank you. The trigger fire stuff's working though. What in the world? How come the alert box was off? I don't know. Lax is in the chat, by the way.
Would never have guessed.
Yeah, that's good. Tattoos? What kind of tattoos can I get?
All of them.
I don't think I can get all of them. I can only get
10.
5. I can only have 5 tattoos.
Skill issue.
But yeah, it really does seem like the most of the things that I have heard about Warhammer that humanity probably should just die. This is probably the setting of Warhammer is this is the extinction of humanity, the end.
Well, the thing is that they're thriving but not thriving. And a funny fact is that the being known as the God Emperor of Mankind.
Yeah, he's dying. I know that.
Well, no, not. To say he's dying isn't quite.
Oh,
Accurate.
I guess you say he's actually dead.
Pretty much, because he's described as a corpse atop a throne.
I thought the last time we talked about Warhammer, it sounds like that he has a mortal wound, and at any moment in time he will die, and then that's when all hell will break loose.
Well, the thing is that the golden throne he's atop of is keeping the body alive, but it's basically actively rotting. So it's just staving it off. Like, I think it's only a matter of time before there's no body for him to even have anymore.
Yeah, and then that's when humanity is gone. They'll die.
Pretty much because he's like the only thing keeping the warp at way.
Yeah. So that's why everything I've heard about Warhammer sounds like this is the end of humanity.
Well, what's really funny is that he's worshipped as, like I said, their god emperor.
Right.
But what makes it really, really funny is that if the titular god emperor were to return and see exactly what humanity has become, he would wage a holy war crusade against all of humanity. Because he absolutely despises what they have become. Like, the fascism, the horrible things that humanity, the religious aspect of it is everything he hates. The fact he's worshipped as a god would make him irrevocably angry.
But this was his doing.
It actually wasn't.
Why? How did they get there? How did they get to this point?
I cannot stress enough how long he's been on the throne and basically out of commission. I think it's like 10,000 years.
All right. So he's been dead for 10,000 years.
Essentially, yeah.
Horus Heresy. We can't look it up because we are in the world. We will find out in the game.
Is that something Lack said?
Yes. Also, it won't be the end of everything because from what I have understood, the Hell Beasts will be the ones in control. So
I was right, Daniel. He has been on that throne for 10,000 years.
What the hell am I doing in this home? Oh, this is the home world.
Yeah, you're choosing what planet you come from.
Death worlds, the plants.
Yeah, he's so far. Him being an active person in the Empire is so far removed that it's like he doesn't even exist.
A lot of things in the Warhammer universe make me very, very upset.
Is that something you're saying or Lax?
Me.
Dude, It would infuriate you to no end.
Because it makes me feel like it's like humans should die. They actually should all die off.
You know what's really weird is that humanity is fighting active wars against like every alien race it encounters. And I would be okay with that if they didn't have blatant disregard for humanity itself. And I'm talking about the humans when I say that.
Yes, I know. I know what you mean. Like I said, like a lot of the things that happen, it makes me feel like, oh, the god of humanity had it coming.
Well, humanity has it coming.
Humanity had. Well, why didn't he have a contingency plan for this? He trusted his son too hard.
Well, the thing is that I mean, it's because he was arrogant. Like,
yeah, he had it coming. See?
No, he didn't have it coming.
He was arrogant. He had it coming, dude. You just said it yourself. You're just looping.
No, you're the one trying to make me loop. No, he was just arrogant because he would never have even foreseen something like that to occur. It's not an arrogant like he's so self-confident. It's that it never even occurred to him like his own children would like. Well, the thing is that if I remember correctly, you're the events you're actually oversimplifying them because the Emperor was betrayed by someone who didn't realize they were betraying the Emperor. They had been manipulated into believing something that wasn't true when they betrayed the Emperor, and they themselves were also like severely wounded, and were taken out by the Horus faction or whatever they were. So like in it, it was just a series of escalating manipulations, and in fact, according to a lot of people that are way more familiar with the lore than I am, they don't even hate the guy who stabbed the Emperor. They hate the person that manipulated him into doing it. Because he was coming from pure intentions, it just was corrupted by another evil agent who said that it set it all in motion. That's the primary reason why the Emperor couldn't see it coming, because it was blindsided because it was coming from a place of actual, like, care. If you need
God Emperor sucks. Chaos plus tyranny taking over equal end of everything. Again, why would they be killing themselves? Everything won't be gone. Chaos would be the only thing that remains.
No, you don't know. It will be gone because the material world would be destroyed by chaos.
Why does chaos want to destroy itself? Why is it suicidal?
It does. No, it's Daniel. You don't understand. Chaos is another realm of existence invading the world.
Yeah. So, but everything is everything. That includes chaos.
No. They are actually. It's called the immaterium for a reason. They are not part of our existence. Our existence ceasing to exist will not affect the realm.
But that's not. But that's not everything. It's just replacing. It's just replacing what is everything.
No, because chaos is the literal hell.
Yeah, so everything would be hell. It's not the end of everything. It's just more hell.
No.
Wow, you are not understanding what I'm saying.
No,
there's a box, and there's a box. It has a bunch of balls in it, and they're all blue balls. All these balls in the box are all there. Then here comes the red paint. All the red paint is covering all the blue balls, turning them to red balls. It's the end of all the blue balls. Now they are all red.
Daniel, that's not what chaos is doing, though. You have a fundamental not understanding of what chaos is or what it's doing.
End of everything is everything. That is including the box itself. That will burn all the blue balls in the box, and then nothing except for ash will be there. And you're like, oh, it's the end of everything. But it's not the end of everything, because what remains is ash.
No, Daniel, it is the end of everything, because it's...
See how frustrating Warhammer already is? We haven't even started playing the game.
It's because you don't understand what's happening. Chaos is not a part
the end of everything that you know of it.
No, chaos is not a part of this existence.
All right, like, but it's part of everything. Otherwise, why would it not be anything then?
Oh my god, You have a lack of understanding of things beyond just this one line. If a timeline was destroyed and everything within it was destroyed, an alternate timeline is not destroyed at the same time. Everything was destroyed, but this is not part of that everything.
But
That's
time
what.
is part of everything. Time it
No, it's
still
not.
exists.
No, it actually. We know for a fact time is limited. Time, not limited, or can be limited.
Yeah, but like, what comes after it? If it's absolutely nothing, then that means chaos kills itself as well.
Chaos isn't part of everything. It's separate from it.
It's a separate everything.
Exactly. It's an invading
Yeah,
force
so
from another reality.
it's part
Daniel,
of the
Daniel!
whole.
No, it's not. God.
You don't understand at all what I'm going for.
No, I do. It's just you're being obstinate.
But
Because that's not how
it's
this
part.
works in this.
Chaos is part of the Warhammer 40k universe. Therefore, it's taking over the old universe and replacing it with itself. What is chaos if not for the Warhammer 40k universe?
Now you're arguing from a place of meta and have destroyed your own point.
Well, it's part of the whole. Of the whole, it's everything. It is part of everything. It'll destroy all of humanity, everything that is humanity, and everything that resides within the Warhammer 40k, except for this one particular race of things, which apparently is ghosts and spirits and whatever. Everything won't be gone. It's just you won't be here to experience everything. Guess I'll go with analytics system for crit chance.
Not greater movement or what is it? Armor?
Forge World characters gain AGI bonus and dodge. And the other one gains armor. I don't know what's really more important in this game.
Well, armor is straight damage reduction, and the movement one means your character can move further. But it's what kind of character are you hoping to make?
I have there is nothing in any of these worlds. Like Death World, am I going to be Unga Bunga? I don't know if Unga Bunga is perfect for this world. This might be a game for me to talk my way out of things. Willpower and intelligence. Voidborn,
Daniel.
Bloody Mess. What?
Do you want to be melee? Do you want to be ranged, or do you want? Because the thing is, if you have a party with you, their skills can be used in place of the rogue traders.
Yeah, I want to go with range, and Forge World has like the gun stuff, right?
Does Forge World have the gun stuff?
It's a pinnacle of weaponry, anti-plasma, metal, or power weapons. It has a gun on the thing, so I'm like,
yeah,
it's like a heavy gunner.
Well, the thing is, that just gives you like that's a feat you have to take. It just gives you access to this feat. You should highlight it and see what it even says.
Yeah, I was reading this stuff. Apparently, it's like the bonus damage is decreased to the int bonus.
Ant bonus? What?
Okay, pinnacle of weaponry. The first attack in the combat with any plasma, melta, or power weapon deals additional damage equal to the int bonus. For the remainder of combat, the bonus damage is decreased to int bonus divided by 2.
Well, the thing is, in general, because the class you'll probably want to be is soldier. You probably don't want to use your intelligence bonus, or you don't want to put points into intelligence. Because I think soldier eventually gets a perk that will let them use their demolition skill in place of their intelligence bonus for what intelligence bonus would usually do for ranged weaponry. And it's way easier to have a high demolition than it is to have a high intelligence as a soldier.
All right, so okay, of all the home worlds, which one do you recommend if you want to be ranged?
Ranged. Let me quickly go into a thing so I can just read up what they all do. It really depends. Let me see. Are you going to be like pew pew blaster or like focused on like sniper kind of ranged?
I think pew pew blaster is kind of like what
Oh,
I'm
so
looking
so
for.
so like.
Yes.
Let's see. So you're looking at Forge World. And remember, everything under talents are things you have to take on level up. Um. So, let's see. Honestly, Fortress World might be good, because each time a Fortress World character kills an enemy, they get plus 10 stacks of Never Stop Shooting. At the start of the turn, there's a percent chance equal to the stacks that the first attack this round will cost 0 AP and will not count toward the attack limit per turn. If this triggers, all the stacks are lost.
Oh.
So basically, every time you kill somebody, you get 10 of these stacks, and then you get increasing chance to just keep get a free attack on that turn. But you can get Never Stop Believing. When all stacks of Never Stop Shooting should be lost, they become Willpower divided by 3 stacks instead. So basically, you'll take your willpower divided by 3, and if you don't put any points into willpower, that essentially would reset it back to 10%. Additionally, a Fortress World character may upgrade the willpower characteristic even if their current archetypes do not allow it. They also get Spare Magazine. Fortress World characters first reload in combat cost 0 AP. Reloading a weapon grants an additional plus 10 stacks of Never Stop Shooting.
Oh.
So yeah, I think Fortress World. They also get Hail of Steel. Each round, Fortress World characters gain a stacking plus 1% bonus to dodge against ranged attacks for each shot they made during this round. Also, the ranged burst attack grants an additional plus 10 stacks of Never Stop Shooting. So yeah, I think Fortress World will probably be more ideal for what you want.
We'll go with it. Let's see, what do I want to be? A commander, commonly known as the Imperial Guard, is the primary fighting force of the Imperium. First line defense of the mirrored threats that endanger the existence of humanity in the 41st millennium. Commissioner, Crime Lord, the Imperium survives, prospers in no small part of the narrowness of its vision. A rebellious mind such as yours cannot be easily constrained. The dark paths of the smugglers and renegades. Priest. Navy officer. Noble. Sanctioned Psyker?
Sanctioned Psyker.
The hell? Psychers are feared and distrusted, but nonetheless valuable asset to the Imperium. The role of the Aptus Astra Telepathica is to recruit, identify, and classify those found to possess psychic abilities. The most powerful who somehow survived the rigorous sanctioning rituals are selected to serve on the battlefield. The mind of a sanctioned psyker is steeled against the manifold dangers risked by wielders of war power. You are one of those found worthy to serve humanity and have miraculously survived the perils of the warp. That's such a weird... He's such a weird class.
It's not a class.
Or, well, whatever this is. Origin. Sounds like a class.
So,
like it's like you're a psychic.
Yeah.
Like a tech psycho. That's interesting.
You look at the top, see where it says archetypes? That's actually the classes. This just gives you bonus stuff on top of the classes.
Oh, that's crazy.
But looking at them, because you have Arbitrator at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
That's the DLC Origin. That's I haven't played it, but I don't think that's going to be, because they're more about shields and shotguns.
Right.
If I had to guess, I think the Astra Militarum Commander is probably going to be what you want, because they get the ballistic skill as part of their starting.
Yeah, I was like thinking Crime Lord or the Commander. I think Commander might be where I want.
Well, the thing is that the Astra Militarum... Oh yeah, the Commander, yeah. I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about the commissar for a second.
No,
Yeah,
not the commissar. No, I'm talking about
yeah,
the commander.
yeah. The Astra Militarum Commander actually gives you ballistic skill as a start, which is necessary for those ranged weapons.
All right, let's go with that. Triumph. Apex of brilliance. Through reforms and leadership, you restored the broken Imperial Guard regiment to its former martial glory as much as it could, because you are actually a failure. You and your guardsmen defend the Shrine World and receive the highest commendation for your feats. Feat of greatness. You utilize your talents as a commander to achieve great victory over ruinous powers. Let's go with the glory. Darkest hour, grim portents. You lost the entire regiment to the Imitrium during the Geller
Immaterial.
feud. Brand of shame as commander in chief of a disastrous military campaign. You are buried in shame. Shadow of torment. Captured by heretics, you suffered unbearable torture at the hands of humanity's enemies. What? Medicaid? What's
Yeah,
Medicaid?
it's essentially healing, like medical.
Oh my god. I don't
The
know
primary healing,
the
the
implications of
primary
that.
healing. Oh, it just means you're worse at using them.
Well, I mean, it's just like the story implications of like you were captured by a couple of heretics and now you don't know how to bandage yourself because you're like shaking. You're like, oh, the hospital's bad.
And
No, this sounds horrible. Coercion, awareness. I don't want that. I'll go with brand of shame.
and you'll want the soldier archetype.
Yeah, gun. Oh, that's cool. See this. Can see its little sphere grid.
Yeah.
Kind of neat. Yeah, soldier. Available points.
Yeah, so you'll want to max out your primary weapon skill, which is ballistic skill. You'll want to put 2 pips into that.
My fellowship is down.
Yeah.
It's like my dump stat.
Let's see. I'm trying to see. Toughness dictates your health, and it's every 10 points you have in a stat. Basically gives you a bonus.
Alright. Be good. Be Gucci. Wait, do I get to name this thing?
The void ship, yeah.
The void ship? Oh.
And don't do what I did. On the next page, you can name your character there, and the very first time I played Rogue Trader, I missed that somehow.
What should we name the ship?
Oh, kind of whatever you want. It's your ship. Just not be like obnoxious with it. Like, don't name it something specifically to annoy me.
Never mind.
I knew it! What did you name it?
Oh.
What was your first instinct, Neil?
Kind of anything you want. It's your ship.
What did you name it?
No, that's the name. Kind of anything you want. It's your ship. No spaces.
I hate you.
Kind of anything you want, man.
Just don't do it to specifically piss me off. Oh, well, shit.
Yeah, I was like, never mind. Oh my god. Hang on a second.
Like the worst.
uh, don't know if I want that either. Party time? I don't know about party time, dude. Kind of not. That's not vibing with me. No, I'll go with that one. I'll just go with an actual. Well, no, I don't. I don't know if I want to go
Well,
with actual ship
you
name.
Well, you could always do random.
Yeah, but the Void Shredder.
I don't hate it.
I do.
That's what they call space, by the way.
The Void Shredder.
No, they call space the void. These are called void ships because they traverse the void.
Well, I mean that makes sense because what is a void?
Well, a void implies nothing.
There's a lot of nothing in space.
That's not quite true.
But there's also a lot of something in space too. So
that's it. There's a lot of stuff in space. It's just not necessarily planets. Their naming conventions make a lot more sense when you understand. None of them understand anything about reality. Like everybody has a fundamental lack of understanding how anything works. And if it's been like that for 10,000 years, it makes sense that they've regressed. Like the tech priests literally pray to try and fix technology.
Yeah, you said that they actually don't understand the concept of technology because all the people who did are gone.
Yep.
So.
But the weirdest part is that praying to the God Emperor does have results.
It's crazy. I think that's probably the craziest bit. Is like they do have a literal like God among them.
Well, the thing is that unlike our universe in the Warhammer 40k universe, faith in something does produce results, and the more someone believes in something, the more people that do that, the stronger that effect can be.
Dude, I actually like that. I like that.
The thing is, there's a lot of theories that they pray to the God Emperor, but the person on the throne is not the one answering the prayers.
That's so. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's like a theory a lot of the fans. Yeah.
That's my favorite thing so far about this universe. It's like a prayer is being answered, but who is answering them?
Yeah, because the God Emperor is literally like like his body is basically destroyed, but for the last 10,000 years, his mind has been occupied with keeping the forces of chaos at bay from invading reality.
I actually love that concept. My god. That's so cool. Like an outside force that no one actually understands.
Yeah. One thing that's got me hyped is I was reading some of the descriptions for the future DLC for this game, and one of them is going to involve my favorite baddies, the Necrons.
Oh, shoot. Everyone's favorite skeletal warriors.
Yeah, the Necrons are going to be in it.
I like those guys. They're like all neon green and all skeleton man.
Well, I really hope that I think it'd be awesome if we get to interact with Trazen the Infinite or something.
Oh, is that a card?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because I'm like I've heard that name before.
Yeah,
it sounds so cool. Okay,
yeah. His whole thing is that he has a museum and he likes to collect things in it.
Hang on. I want to change the thing on this name.
Don't make me fight you.
You might fight me a little bit.
Daniel, why do you go out of your way to antagonize?
I don't like Ignatus.
Yeah, Ignatius or Ignatius.
I don't know if I want my actual username on there either. Here, I'll just change it to something more. Wait, no. I need you to fight me a little bit.
Oh, I hate you.
There we go. It's canon to the 40k lore. Leganis 40k. That's his name.
Swear to God. You do this to piss me off.
Okay. Hey, on a second. I need to get this little cat that's underneath my keyboard. away from the keyboard. So I'll be right back. With the power of cat treats, he is out of the room. Hunter, are you still there?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Excellent. All right, so let me apply my horribly bad made character. And then wait for the game to load. Boom. Press any key.
You gotta get through the opening cinematic.
Yeah, you gotta watch
all the stations.
Gotta watch the cinema. Are we in the void ship?
Yes. It's obnoxiously large. There are... They say thousands, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's like 1 million people living on it.
Interesting.
It's stupid. It has its own train system.
That is very large. Why even have planets? Like, not even kidding.
And everybody on this ship works for exactly one person, the rogue trader.
One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Have we met?
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Lieutenant General Laganis, 40k, Scorpio, Grimald, commander of the 8th Army of the Scandinavian Janissaries.
My regards.
Was any of that English?
It's 40k.
Of the God Emperor, isn't that what they say? Well,
Your name should just be the entirety of the B movie
Jesus.
script.
Oh my god, that would be epic. That answer would have been amazing.
Just crashes the game.
Yeah. Every time you have to say your name. It's like every time you take a step, Samwise says it's the furthest I've ever been from the Shire.
Someone turns to you, Master. They have to sit there for like an hour and a half listening to someone say this script.
The entirety of the B movie.
Someone's like, "Sir, can you hurry this along? Oh, I've lost my place. Now I have to start over."
It's like, what's his name? Never mind.
No, never mind.
You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valkes.
Valencius.
Valencius.
I was gonna say he has audio saying.
Yeah,
this.
but we were talking over it, so I didn't understand a word he said. Well, you have a curious title, Master Whisperers. What are your responsibilities?
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor. I see that you are shocked. Yes, you understood correctly. Lady Theodora's authority indeed supersedes that of those whom you obeyed before. The Lord Captain's power is so great that she is capable of performing unthinkable feats, such as changing the fate of a servant of the Imperium. Your fate.
Lord Captain. Strange title for Lady Theodora.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis, at the time when the first rogue traders entered the Gold Emperor's service, and therefore, it is sacrosanct.
Anyone ever tell you, Conrad, that your name is spelled weird? Tell me about the one on whose ship I found myself.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back, especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
Yes, say I'm one of the rogue trader's heirs. So there's another candidate?
That is, and you will meet him soon enough.
I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out? Let's address
But
it.
of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Okay. By right of blood. Alright, let's get you a character.
Seize the moment.
Nice. Well, first invite me in.
Alright,
Invite me in. Let chaos enter.
cooperative mode. Create a lobby.
Well, hold on, Dale. No, you need to make a save first.
Oh hell, forgot about that. Save the game. Save the game. Saving game is saved. Cooperative mode. Create the lobby. You know, it's kind of crazy how freaking huge this list is. Like, you can have 6 people playing this game at one time.
Well, one for each party member.
That's crazy.
This game lets you have 6 party members.
That's nuts, dude. Baldur's Gate, eat your heart out. Although I think Baldur's Gate was like, what, 5?
Original Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking
No,
about.
6.
Oh, that one was 6 too?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
We were just playing with 4.
Launching 40k kilobytes of data through the internet.
Minions of the arch enemy.
Arc enemy.
Go talk to that mercenary.
That's what I'm gonna do. It's the mercenary steward, right?
Yes.
Yes. It's the mercenary steward. Yes, I need to bolster my ranks. You have to wait but the moment. Oh, can I not? Alright, there we go.
Alright, so custom character.
Custom character. Who do you want
Alright.
to be? Was it
Can you not see
this
me
guy?
selecting?
No, I don't.
Second, from in the third row.
This one. This guy.
Yes.
Alright.
And then appearance, thin, because I didn't lose all that weight for nothing. Body type 3. And
That's
then,
good.
yeah, face 8, I think it is.
Oh,
No, it's face 6.
that one.
Make them Asian. Skin tone, I think it's the 4th one.
This one.
Yeah, makes them tannish. Go down to hair. That hair's fine.
Right. Hair color.
I think the 4th one. Actually, go over to the next option. Is there a redhead? That one, yeah.
Oh, this
No,
one.
the
This
third
one.
one.
This
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Eyebrows good.
yeah. Don't really care.
Eyebrow color, don't care, or do you want also red?
Hold on. Just leave it as it is. No beard.
Any tattoos?
Get rid of the scars. Don't like scars. How many tattoos? Oh, there's like, are there 5 tattoo options, or are there 5?
These are the 5 areas you can have tattoos. You can have 5 separate tattoos.
Okay. Let's get the eagle tramp stamp on the back. Yeah. That's never gonna show up. I don't even know why you would do it.
Aesthetic.
Augmentations. No augmentations.
All right.
For voice, just no voice.
No voice.
Yeah. Convictions, iconoclast, or not iconoclast, heretical.
Radical.
Imperial world.
All right.
Choose humanity's finest agility.
All right.
For origin, sanctioned psyker.
Ah, so you are the psychic.
Yes. Biomancer. That's the first option already selected. Archetype, blade dancer. Characteristics: 2 pips into weapon skill. 2 pips into agility. 2 pips into perception. Hold on, I need to. What does perception say?
Describe how well a character perceives their surroundings. Characters with high perception can pick out a stray bolter shell casing in between the day-to-day morasses of the underhive, of an
No.
underhive.
Go to the bottom where it says what it does. There should be a thing at the bottom of perception that describes what it actually benefits.
Describes how well a character perceives their surrounding. Oh well, that's the same thing right there. Or expand.
Towards the bottom, it should say what it actually gives bonuses to.
It affects the awareness skill and reduces enemy dodge chance against the character's attack.
Yeah, that's fine. And then change the name to Scorpanio.
Scorpanio.
Yes. You just remove me from the party.
Like what? Now, are you able to control your character?
You gotta assign it to me.
How do I do that?
Access character assignment.
No, that's not it. trying to look for it. There it is.
And then transfer it over.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
We, I say, we. Hold on,
Massive
I gotta
conference
change,
table. What is it?
gotta change. Oh, you can change the color of your armor in the inventory screen.
Oh,
Why
really?
can't I change? Yeah, it's not letting me change my armor for some reason.
How do
Why
you
is it
do
not letting me?
that?
There should be options at the bottom of it telling you what you can change. It's weird. My offhand, just a regular sword.
Let's see this through.
You still there, Daniel?
I'm looking at my options. Oh, there it is. Oh. Oh, neat. How interesting. Huh. What color did you want? Because I could change it.
You can change it for me?
Yeah, I could change it for you. What color did you want?
I wanted it to be like red.
Red.
Yeah.
Is this why you chose Psyker?
What?
He has the hood. Get the red
No.
robes. He has sword dance.
It does not have sword dance. That's because I'm a blade dancer.
Okay. You want the show the backpack?
No, I have all that switched off for a reason.
So,
You can turn off your helmet too.
yeah, it's like, did you want the hood?
I have that turned off on my end.
Oh, you already have that stuff turned off. All right. There we go. Do you see the red?
Yeah.
Right.
Marching ahead.
We're going over here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's Conrad.
Kunrad.
Where's your character? My immersion.
One of the Von Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening?
Oh shoot! Whoa!
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Well, they'll just stand there. Whoa.
Violence it is.
You have been ambushed. The battle begins. All right. Okay, so just start the battle. Dude. Jeez, these guys have no. Oh my god.
Yeah, that would one-shot us.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa. They were not prepared. Wait, hang on. All battles are turn-based, takes place on the grid. On their turn, a character can move and attack, use their abilities. Select the cell within the highlighted area and double-click with the left mouse button on it to move the character there. Then you have movement points. One movement point. This is basically your action, right?
Yeah.
How can I? Let's see. Go here.
Forward.
Yeah. Alright, so I hit the bullet icon, and then I can just shoot the guy.
One step ahead.
You didn't want to shoot again?
I didn't know I could.
Read the ability next time. Gadget. See. Oh, one thing you should maybe do, Daniel.
What?
I don't know. I don't know if it'll work for us, but where is it? It's in the options, I think. I'm trying to figure out where it is. Oh, if you go under game and then scroll all the way at the bottom in the options menu, you can turn on fast movement. Well, that'll make them teleport essentially. But you can increase the speed of animations. I think 1 point. I don't know what it's set to right now, but sometimes they can be a little slow.
It's on fast movement. Skip non-attack. Yeah, fast movement is on.
That's weird. So I guess it may not work in co-op.
That guy died.
Yeah, he did. Might want to reload before you end your turn.
How do I reload?
It's an option. It's what that bullet is there.
There we go.
Okay, let's see. Time for me to die.
Attacks with opportunity. Oh shoot! Sick.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
We can, it'll let me vote.
Yeah, I saw that. Spread out. No one is allowed to enter the premises stations.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
I got the map.
Forge ahead, never linger.
Oh, I did not know that.
What were you looking for?
Oh, I was reading the ability I used at the end. It's called Blade Dance. The Blade Dancer makes 3 melee attacks against random targets, including allies adjacent to the Blade Dancer, each dealing half of the normal damage. Blade Dance is a melee burst attack that does not count toward the attack limit per turn. This ability can only be used with a sword equipped. If 2 swords are equipped, the Blade Dancer makes 2 attacks with each one. So normally, it's 3 attacks with 1 sword, but if I'm dual wielding, it's 2 attacks with each for a total of 4 attacks. Can I interact with people and talk to them? Not really. Okay. It's a tech priest. Wish we could be part of the tech priest. That'd be awesome.
You just like the red hoods, don't you?
Well, no, it's like they're all like cybernetic the fuck out.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora.
Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
Listen to silence.
While you are considering your answer, Edelthrad, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I shall hear something more interesting than incoherent mumbling. Approach.
What is this? Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversation?
I was being polite, thank you.
I give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it was worth it. This is the second candidate for the title of my successor. Step forward. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the...
This is what I was talking about. See how you have Lord Warp succeeded and it's my character doing the role?
Oh, yeah.
Regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have
I never
failed
noticed the
a
last
second
option.
time.
I
The
do not
mining
know.
crews
Can you answer in such a way where the game ends right now?
I don't know.
I don't know. The spirits could well be natives, named for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if it is indeed the case and if the population of Aeon 6 engages in Xeno worship. Or there's ways to confirm whether what is happening on Aeon 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it'll give us the answer.
Choose any option.
I don't know. It's the best. Let's go with this one.
Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence.
I changed my mind.
You changed your mind. Shut your mouth, Adelthred, before I decide to shut it for you.
Well, I find your company disagreeable, and yet I'm forced to endure such.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
So, why are you here?
Was it not? Was it not you who sent for me?
You have ceded the opening that was offered to you in a woeful display of meekness. Admittedly, this tendency is equally strong in all who toil in the Emperor's service. Immutable hierarchy, absolute obedience, lick-spittlery, compulsion to please. I value none of these things. From the moment my envoys came for you, the terms of your existence changed. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with Von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
I don't know. Does this mean that there are other heirs?
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate.
It doesn't even have a portrait.
Blood the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
If you're satisfied with Edelthread, then what sense is there having this conversation? Why are you wasting your time on me?
Impatience. I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Edelthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquired in your former life may prove invaluable here, in the Coronis Expanse. Service in the Astra Militarum is a trial from which very few people emerge with their life. That you have risen through the ranks of the Imperial Guard and assumed command of an army is a testament to your astuteness, both on the battlefield and in the tangled net of officer intrigues. I assure you, the company that a rogue trader keeps will offer you plenty of chances to demonstrate both your diplomatic skills and your combat prowess. Moreover, even changing your family name will not rid you of the fame you previously garnered. I hope it will also help you bring glory to the Von Valancius dynasty, to which you now belong. His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name Von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly and, as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Also sudden.
Perhaps. Yesterday you were just another servant of the Imperium, one of the faceless multitudes. Today, visitors in the Von Valancius colors come to you without any explanation and escort you to a vessel that departs for the far-off Coronis Expanse. But such is the nature of my position. My claim on you is sacred and non-negotiable. I require all those who possess even a drop of the Von Valancius blood, no matter who they may be.
Thank you for clarifying. May I ask my questions now?
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Interesting. Navigator? Translation? What are these things you speak of?
Sometimes I forget that people without direct access to a ship's bridge may not know the first thing about how a void ship travels between the stars. Vessels such as this one are capable of leaving real space and traversing into the warp, an otherworldly dimension of cruel and unthinkable forces. By entering it under the protection of the Gellerfield, we shorten the route to our destination, crossing distances that would require hundreds of years in a matter of weeks instead. Sometimes in days or even hours. That is how humanity spread across the galaxy. That is how we were able to build the Imperium, which spans millions of stars.
An incident took place in the officer's deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
Where's your ship headed?
The Rykard system, the domain
Rykard?
of Rogue Trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykard on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
One of my current responsibilities.
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Ethelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aid.
Gracious Lord Captain. Surely there is ways I can prove myself of worthy heir.
You can start by not asking questions of this sort. I have no need for sycophants.
This friendship has been closed to you.
Awesome.
Opportunity to prove yourself arises. As for when you will be granted that opportunity, only the God Emperor knows.
I have no more questions.
In that case, I shall head to...
What is happening?
Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Oh, what the hell?
I serve the ruinous powers.
Kills the player.
I guess I'm Rogue Trader now. I'm here now.
Somehow you're here.
How are you faster than me?
I don't know.
Look out.
That is genuinely pissing me off.
That I'm faster than you?
Oh yeah, I have like, what is it, 60 agility?
I can't tell you why.
No, I have 50 agility. It'd be like you winning an initiative check with a +2 while I have like a +5. I'm not even in the list.
Use
like, holy
cover.
shit.
Oh my god. Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Cover that the character can behind are marked with the shield.
Dale, are you seeing this? My portrait's not even in the list for the turn order. That's how far back I am.
I see you.
Fuck, I'm last?
I can't tell you why. Killed that guy.
Holy shit, that's amazing. Amazing. Does it show what everyone's initiatives were?
They won't expect this.
to do.
Yeah, that's so cool. You see that?
No.
Dude, he freaking blasted that guy's head off. It was awesome. Holy crap.
Set this in motion.
Oh my god. So sick.
You shouldn't have bunched us up like that.
Sorry. Sorry if they throw a grenade and we all die.
I mean, that's a possibility, but bullets also have piercing, so they can actually go through and hit the person behind them.
Oops. I don't know what to tell you about your unfortunate roll one initiative.
I guess.
Oh, whoa! She's crazy.
Willard's pretty crazy too.
But he is kind of like dying. Oh my god. Morty! Oh, he blasted him, Morty!
Guess I'm just not gonna get to do anything this game.
I guess not. Positive effect. Your characters have received temporary positive effect from an ally. Such effects enhance your character's capabilities in combat in some way. To learn more about the effect you gain, hover the cursor over the effects icon. Kill them! Good lord. 36%? That's probably because he's covered.
Can't wait for you to miss and shoot Theodora instead. What a fine way to start this adventure. You just murder the patron.
Just go ahead. There we go. 36%. Yay.
They won't expect this.
It's not fair. Everyone else got to do something.
I'm also here. Are you fighting more? Are you serious? Morty? Are you fighting Morty?
I wanted to do something.
You wanted to fight Morty? Why did you fight Morty?
Because otherwise
That's
I
just
wouldn't have done
that's
anything.
messed up, bro. That's messed up.
Enough, he had like 230 hit points.
Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
What are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Alright, let's go see Morty.
Venture forth.
Wait, is he over here? Where is he at? Oh, there he is. I hear them.
Oh,
You started the cutscene.
I didn't know if I would be able to. But that's something good to learn now. Oh my god, you weren't close enough, so it doesn't show what was off screen.
Always on time, eh, Kunrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, hold yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Oh, what?
That's Theodora.
I know, but I thought she said something.
Happening on my ship. The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineering regarding any Gellerfield failures,
But communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Who would attend mutiny here in the war?
Lunatics, fools, heretics. This ship houses thousands upon thousands of people. Pernicious thoughts and warp-induced delusions could have tainted any one of them. It is a difficult notion to accept, but such risks are inescapable. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-Militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain, Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psychic powers.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
I hear and obey, Lord Captain. In whatever state, what does that mean? I shall do everything in my power. Can I promise that I won't lose our dearest heir somewhere along the way? I hear and obey, Lord
Then
Captain.
move out! Mort, come.
Alright, so...
Okay, bye.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
I have a proposition. Since I am the more important person here, you can go in front and shield me from potential threats. You better not fail me. Lord Captain made it clear that relying on you is fraught with risk. So make do. Lead the way.
Oh, certainly. Lady Theodora would be devastated if she were to lose one of her precious heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Huh. I knew I wouldn't. I shouldn't trust him. He always sounded. He always sounded so suspicious.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Ah, you are back with us, I see. Delightful. How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warrant Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There beyond those gates lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred warrant of trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me, but you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
What sorry pathetic excuse do you even have for your apostasy? You sordid, wretched piece of rocks.
Wretched. What do you know about wretchedness? Theodora's cur. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind. Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Fon Valencius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
The blade flashes in dim light, and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment, you feel nauseous. Your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with a single urge: go to the gate, go to the gate, go to the gate, get out, I'm not your puppet! The voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel this intruding influence, forcing you onto your feet, making you take a step forward to the gates looming in the center of the chamber. The DM says, you have no choice. Proceed through the story. Skill tests and dialogues. I think we've already been doing that, dude. Tech use. In the gateway arch, you see the Cognitor with a human likeness built in front of the panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from the lobotomized human being. Oh my Jesus. The Sentinel turns its head to you, one of the eye sockets lighting up with two ember-like irises. Tech use succeeded. Carefully inspect the design of the gate Cognitor. What immediately catches your eye is a strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. Gain 20 experience. Sick. A servitor on the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of the metal, it leans forward closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic veins that glint in a dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on the green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that fill your head after the Voictivir wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Look for anything that can be used as a weapon. You look around for hopes finding at least something that could work as a weapon. You search in vain. The chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition. Nary a broken panel or a protruding piece of rebar in sight. Place hand in the Sentinel's maw. The Sentinel's jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin, sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and pumps stir into motion. The vid screen of the Cognitor flickers. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you would catch your breath. Maybe if you close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humors. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. You require assistance.
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from. Crackling static, like static, is the sentinel, the cognitor? Is it a figment of your weary mind? Whatever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Who is this?
Genetic code identified. Child of House von Valancius. Do you require assistance?
You hear a displeased grunting in your mind, as if the lurking entity has sensed something that is not to its liking. Yes, Sentinel. Traitors threaten my life and the safety of the warrant. Pain shoots through your head and subdues just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled into your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
I see. So this has backfired on him, huh? Oh, jeez! Oh my god! My god. I guess we can go inside.
Oh, you mean you can go inside?
You can't.
I'm not here.
Oh, ooh.
Stay sharp.
Let it be known that by my will and by the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade and bestow upon them and their dynasty, blah, 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 blah.
Be the paragon of humanity, unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the roads of thorns. Oh wow, that is fast.
Yeah.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
I need to contact someone, preferably Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addressed me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
Are you the Warden Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
I need a weapon. I'm utterly defenseless.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal.
Ah.
Initiating situational calculations.
You good?
Okay, yeah, I was just sitting down.
You go, ah! Let me away from here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized
Ugh.
units from reaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately.
Oh, did you meet Monaco in Expedition 33?
I did.
Okay, you got Best Boy.
Oh, yeah, I've been treating the Blue Mage pretty good. Pretty well.
No, the foot fetishist.
Look, he takes the feet and he becomes the Blue Mage.
And he polishes them.
He's a very peculiar person.
Oh, wait until you learn why he exists.
Uh,
Not in the game world, but why the character why the developers.
wait,
made it.
why did the developers create Monaco?
Okay, Monaco is based off of one of their dogs. Like 1,000%, like same name and everything.
Ah, that explains so much.
Yeah, why he has an obsession with
Why he
feet?
has the
Why he's
feet fetish? Yeah.
why he's got the good boy attitude?
Count me out of this combat scenario. I will not join you in any more expeditions. There will be a lot of fighting, though. Oh yeah, there will be a lot of fighting.
Oh yeah, there will be a lot of fighting.
Yeah, count me
I'm
in. I love that so much.
He has another great moment where he's like, "Don't expect me to say thank you, thank you." He's so fucking bonkers.
Oh my god! Oh yeah, I'm enjoying it so much. I gotta beat that game.
What's hilarious? I don't. Have you been finding the gestural beaches?
No,
You missed the first one. Ugh.
I don't know what those are.
So those are which goes back to what I told you when you were playing it last. You need to explore the world. So the gestural beaches are like locations you can find on the world map. There's one literally right by the gestural main town, and basically they're where mini games are.
Oh,
And one of the prizes for winning the mini games is to get swimsuits.
that's what they are. Okay, I know about the swimsuits. I was just wondering where they were.
Monaco is the only one that has a Speedo, which is hilarious.
And I heard it's pretty hard to get.
It is, if I remember correctly. It's the platforming one, which
Yeah,
is
like
worst.
it's the only up level.
You want to hear something funny, Daniel?
What?
I thought that was kind of easy. It only took me maybe 15 minutes.
Thought that one was the easy one. Everyone thought that was the hardest thing ever.
Well, that's because they're impatient. If you fall once, and it really screws with your head. But I got lucky in that I only lost like maybe 3 minutes of progress when I fell one time. It's just hard. You just gotta take it easy. But I found there were some that just pissed me off. There's one where you gotta climb up a wall, and as you're climbing, random balls are falling down on you. And the thing is that that one's really RNG. I hate it. It's luck based on whether or not you can get through it. That to me is the worst of them. And there's like 4, I think, 3 or 4. But yeah, I found the platforming one to be not easy, but definitely easier than some of them. Are you gonna keep going?
Yeah, there was something I need to say. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Oh my god, the journal! Oh my god, you cannot have... Is this where the game actually begins? I thought that's still the introductory period.
We are still in the prologue.
Okay, because it's like, you get access to the journal, so I just thought that's what that was. Can't leap the corpses, can we? No, we cannot. Okay, where am I? Oh, I still have a gun? I still have a gun. Where am I to go?
Try to leave.
Through the front entrance?
Onward to victory.
This is not good. Oh, you have to close the door. That's right.
Oh. Oh, that's right, because it's the for families only. Good lord. What is happening to the ship?
Run, fools, or fall.
I love that. The chainsaw sword. Yeah. It's so cool. Jeez. It's so sick.
Master, whatever are you doing in the Warren Chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me. What is the meaning of this?
Conrad Voitifir is the traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the Warren was somehow part of the plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Morgan openly admitted that he is the mastermind behind the mutiny.
Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Last gun, black chest plate, and a med kit. Treating injuries.
Where are you going?
You just showed up.
Until we bandage your
I
wounds,
finally
you
found
pick
you,
up arms.
cousin. Where's you been?
With all due respect to the heir of Lady Theodora, will not let you out the door.
You gotta equip your shit, Daniel.
I know, I'm going to my things.
Where are you going? Until we bandage your wounds and you take up arms, I, with all due respect to the heir of Lady Theodora, will not let you
Wait.
out the door.
What wounds? I'm full health.
You have an injury.
You are injured. I must dress your wounds before.
Do I just double click on the thing?
You have to use it. You can't. You gotta possess Abelar. He's a party member now. I don't know if you've noticed that.
You are injured. I must dress your wounds before we go any further.
Oh, he has multiple. Okay, how I don't even understand how this is working.
You are injured.
You have to use Abelar to use the med kit on you.
In the character select screen, in the inventory.
Switch. No, you have to use it in the game. Like not from the inventory screen. You have to switch to.
Okay,
him
that's
and then-
what that's what I was asking. Okay, I'm right there.
Before we go any further.
And then
And weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day. What advice do you seek? You are injured.
There we go.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead.
okay.
The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
What's actually going wrong with the translation?
I am no helmsman. Oh, God Emperor preserve me, navigator. However, I have spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Gellerfield has faltered. Perhaps the navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak. If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the warp. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in that scenario. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet.
How'd you find me?
You sent me a Vox message.
What?
A Voxcast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean to say you did no such thing?
Like the Warren Sentinel may have sent the message appeared whenever I opened the chamber.
Warren Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort. The Warren Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, Why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
I heard one of Theodora's Foxcasts.
Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's Sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course. During warp transit, the Sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in traversing the Empyrean, and for good reason. For the Navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the Sanctum must be bathed in the energies of the Immaterium. Only a Navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutations, and death.
Navigator Sanctum. Very well. Will you lead the way?
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
Loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
Yeah, there's so many of these guys.
You'll regret standing against me.
Combat begins with tactical phase, which characters cannot attack or take other actions, but may try to take up advantage positions. Set the character Fire Emblem. Alright, let's see. There's no advantage to go anywhere except like right now. Go ahead. Can you move your character?
I already did.
Oh, you already did? Alright. Then start the battle.
Chaos guides me.
Chaos control. You dogged. Oh my god, you're dogging.
I don't think you understand how high my dodge is.
Your companion is a warrior. He can unga the bungas.
No, don't send him over to the ones next to me. I'll take them out.
Alright.
He should go for somebody else and use a charge, not movement. See if he can go to the one that's like right here. I don't know if you can see my square.
The one above the guy that's right next to you?
Yeah. See if Abelard, yeah, because if you charge, he'll get a free strike.
Boom, baby, he did it.
And he can do a regular attack on the one that's next to him. I don't.
I'll kill that guy.
That should be everything he can do. I would not use his ability just yet. Yeah, come for me!
Parry! Oh, shoot. So sick. This is like a Fire Emblem. See, you get to do things now.
Let me increase my strength.
Ooh! 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 So nice.
Can you tell this is a DLC class?
Maybe. Oh.
Dale dies, correct?
It's okay. The game is over. Commanders can get hurt by your burst attacks or area attacks. Abilities.
I don't think you can shoot in melee. I think there's a perk you can get later that'll let you, but right now you cannot.
Okay. I'll provoke the opportunity.
You have burst fire now. Yeah.
Yeah.
You catch fire.
I said so.
Missed. Excellent.
Reduced to dust.
Experience points. Yeah, we leveled up. Now we can collect loot.
Gotta go ahead and do that. They don't have shit.
Okay, how do I... Is it just character? Level up?
Let's see, what do I want to level up? There a perk eventually. Let's see. Oh, okay. What do I want to increase? Hmm.
Are you good? Hey, Hunter, are you around? Oh, I may have just lost Hunter. Oh no, dude, I think he's gone. Bro, I think he's gone. Dog. Internet went out. Oh no. Oh no. I'm still trying to figure out how to level up. Okay, let me see how. What do I do? Let's go with that one. Or maybe the demolition. What is the perception? Weapon skill. Let's go with awareness. Oh, there we go. Well, Hunter's out of commission. Hmm. Want to ask him if he wants to. Oh, I can level up. Abelard. Toughness. Toughness defines how easily a character can shrug off pain, as well as how they can resist toxins, poisonous environments, diseases, and other physical ailments. It increases their chance of resisting negative physical effects and the amount of character wounds. For each point of toughness bonus, the characters gain 10% wounds. It also affects the corrode skill. Under the influence of negative effects, your character's chances of survival are reduced. They receive penalties for their characteristic skills. Or actions may also. Oh, you're back. Hey,
Finally, yeah.
you want me to invite you back in?
Yes.
Okay, how do I do that?
You first you'll want to make a save before you do that because it'll probably try to reload everything.
I'm in the character selection screen. I was trying to level up uh warrior man. Should I just choose Karos or athletics?
Browse. Let me think. Um, I wouldn't. Hmm. Uh, because one thing you need to understand, I was going to try and say this earlier, is that med kits are basically the only form of healing in this game. Is Medicae one of his options?
Yeah, Medicaid is one of his options.
You'll probably want to be doing that.
Okay, so Medicaid.
Yeah.
All right.
I think he only gets I think he only gets the one skill at this level, right?
Yeah. I didn't see anything for it. Let's see. Can I name this? There. Alright. Cooperative mode.
Send me the invite, you feckless coward.
Oh no, I have lost your. There you are. And now it's time. Now it's time to take away that DLC class of yours.
How dare you?
No. Launching the Vigia game.
We wouldn't be able to play it if you did that. We'd have to do all this over.
Yeah, exactly. All what? 2 hours?
I said that the prologue was 2.5 hours.
All right.
Okay.
And you can still you still level up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to decide what I want to increase. I'll increase my athletic skill. What did you increase?
I increased. I believe it was my awareness.
Okay.
There's something to do with like
yeah, you keep focusing on
Let's seize the moment.
like the perception.
All right, you keep focusing on awareness. I'll increase my athletics. Roughly, I think every character gets they get several increases per tier, and we can spread it out, choose like 4 different stats to increase, or we can just like focus on 2. I recommend focusing on 2. It's better for everybody to be focused than it is anything else.
Whomst. Oh, this isn't good.
I hear it here on the threshold of the blinded guide. Doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head.
Ooh.
Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. Their voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abala, how they sing.
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate to die in the waves of the
Oh, for real?
fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
The entity in your consciousness shrinks and crawls in deeper, its claws scraping against the walls of your mind as if the presence is trying to hide from the seer standing before you. Diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you are Von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
I don't like any of these questions. Because it's like kind of ignoring the thing at hand. Like, what are you doing here? How do you know who I am? Kind of too late to ask that question.
What? You think Lady Theodora didn't ask me to peek into the darkness behind the backs of those she sees as her prospective heirs? I have seen you. I have seen the footsteps of your past.
I have seen you, Leganis 40k. I love that.
I've seen you, Daniel.
Dennis, oh, it's me. The seer's words bring back a wave of memories of the bitter, humiliating moments of your greatest shame. Something sour rushes into your tongue, and your head is clouded with the sickening sense of your own worthlessness. What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Zed. Without
Zed. A little Z in there.
Well, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
We must see a navigator as well.
Oh, no. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Alright, you probably want to transfer her to me.
Onward to
Alright.
victory.
So you're not controlling like 3 characters.
There we go. Alright. Are we going forward? Like we're here?
Through this door.
Oh, through that door. Oh. Hey, he's like, the ship's gonna crash if you kill me, guys. I'm going mildly insane.
Here we go again.
Surrender to the dark powers!
Time to start.
Oh, finally I'm first, where I belong.
Hey, just because you rolled good this time doesn't mean you'll roll good all the time.
You're not my dad.
I know I'm not. I didn't say I was. Nice. Hologram. You can use the hologram to gauge the effectiveness of your intended actions. This just feels so... I don't know. I'll figure it out myself.
I know what to do.
Dang! Oh, that's so satisfying. What the... Oh my god. Okay, I'll just end my turn.
This is daring difficulty, right?
Yeah, this is daring.
Plowing through this shit a little too easily in my taste.
It's alright. We're good. Can't strike anymore. That's all he can do. Sure. Techno Wizard. Easy. Vesperias. The creature in the chair appears as if it's become one with its throne. You see pink parchment-like skin stretching between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through the 2 dark gill-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut. The 2 ordinary eyes, as well as the third one that sits in the center of its forehead.
I believe Master Vespidas still lives.
Aspidus.
Well, the servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive. Master Vespidas.
Your time is short.
To do what?
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
What the hell?
Read the description.
Yeah, suddenly the navigator's body starts thrashing in place, lurches forward, then falls back into its seat, then thrusts forward again as its bones crack and its skin tears open. However, fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses. The mutant remains seated, but leans as far forward as he can. His layered raiment slowly turning crimson. The gill slits burst open, forming two... Wow!
It came from beyond. His body is not his.
Idris screams is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of the navigator succumbing to the paroxysms of corruption.
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
The navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling, but then his fit stops abruptly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eyelid has turned from a trickle into a stream mixed with blood and coming out of his nose. There is purple swelling around the eye.
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
Who torments you? The Planescape! The Planescape torments!
When the rite is complete, the shell will burst, and thousands of Moors will accept the sacrifice offered to the edge of daybreak by the bringer of twilight, the one marked by the will of the gods.
Dang. Each word rings through your head like a tolling of the bell, as if countless voices have joined in, screaming into your ears. For a moment, you lose your bearings. This unholy choir must be trying to confound you with sounds not meant for this world. What is this supposed to mean?
All right.
What is this guy talking about?
Price offered. Oh, my heart tells me that Kunrad was not deterred by his defeat in the warrant chamber.
What? Conrad betrayed Lady Theodora? Oh, but how is that? How? He was as loyal as a dog. And I didn't hear a thing, I swear.
It's probably because of that he didn't see himself as a dog.
Footfalls of the bringer of twilight are veiled by the will of his masters. Tear out your eyes. She who is to become the champion's servant, for you need them no longer.
Are you, when you say you want to choose, I want to help you, tell me how, are you, talking to the being within Vespitatus, or are you talking...
It's talking to Vespiatus.
Okay, because that voice did not sound like, Vespitatus. It's like, I want to actually destroy the ship. It's like, that's what it sounded like. Let's see.
The sanctum will be saved. I will hold it off. Hold on. And wait for the signal from the Master Helmsman. Then I will commence the translation. So, run. Run.
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
Vespidas. Good luck. And thank you.
The navigator does not give her a response. Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under the closed eyelids, and the vox at the base of the chair is bellowing out static, interspersed with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter.
Stay sharp.
What the? I didn't ask for this. Get out.
Grabbed everything. Hold on, I need to change my formation. I hate this one.
It is control that shows everything that's like,
Let's see this through.
Why can't I? Okay. There we go. To fit. No? Oh wait, I'm Adira. That's why. That is annoying me. Give me a second.
Onward to victory.
Yeah, I need you to change the formation.
To
Not
which one?
just like almost any of the other ones would be better. Go to the one that looks all wonky. Switch to that one.
Is it the one that I have highlighted?
Is it the one where it's all wonky, or where?
They're all wonky to me. I need to know what it looks like. Does it look like a star? Does it look like the Pentagon?
The pyramid one?
The pyramid one. That's the one you want, right?
Yeah.
All right. It should be it.
Let me see. I don't know why Adira keeps running so far ahead of me.
Why is she?
It has to do with the formations, so I don't know why she's doing that.
There. Try it now.
Okay, yeah. Because one thing that sucks is that the default formation that the game does has Abelar always directly in front of you. It doesn't matter who you're controlling, he's always in front of you. Which makes it suck because he regularly sets off traps because of that shit.
There you go. I will go ahead. Ah! Good job. You found the trap. I found the trap.
Because the worst part is that whenever you detect a trap, the game automatically pauses. And I've had it where it paused and he's rushing in front of me, and the moment I unpause it, he just keeps going and sets off the trap.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's frustrating. So it's best to change it as soon as possible.
Your ship's as good as ours. It's all over for you.
Moron.
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot these.
Shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my emperor.
She's kind of cool. The white-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing, the weapon quivers in her hand, and for a brief moment it seems she is not going to stop, and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you. Oh.
Sister Argenta. Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
Laganus 40k von Valancius, the Lord Captain's heir.
The hour is dark and daunting. A ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelstrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
Listen, Shaw is right. There's no time for talk.
Very well. We may leave it at that, for now. I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
What is a warrior, the Adapta Seratis, doing on board of the Rogue Trader's ship? Your orders serve the Ecclesiarchy?
Ecclesiarchy.
Ecclesiarchy, that's how it is. Do they not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
Or these people with you.
Overseer of Middle Deck AL-84, my lord. We were rounding up everyone we could find in the attack compartments when we ran into an ambush. Just about every enforcer fell. These are the survivors.
Tell me the officer's deck.
Massacre, my lord. And heretics are not just killing the crew. Some kind of blight is sweeping through the decks, filling the air. I saw people going mad the moment they breathed it in, screaming about seeing their dead comrades, tearing out their eyes. I implore you, my lord, be on your guard.
Through this door, I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Alright, before we move on, I don't know why the fuck I'm all the way back here. There's some stuff we can loot around here.
You have received more efficient weapon for your character.
Let's see this through.
Forget what the... There it is. The explosion blasted a hole through the door large enough for the person to get through.
Forge ahead. Never linger.
You're going the wrong way.
Oh, I didn't know.
It's literally, they said the door to our right.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe it's like we're at the door every time we're done with the conversation. It's not down the hallway, it's just we're here. We're at the door.
Don't you dare to cross us!
About to start.
Guides me.
They both parried. Missed.
Guides me.
Miss. And I just die. Oh. Yeah, you're first. Yeah, I think you just epically failed your roll the first time. Jeez.
Out of my way.
It will be done. I'd rather not.
Oh, he can't.
Someone else can do this.
Can't do it. Oh, I guess that's all he can do. Yes.
Do not have her burst fire towards allies.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
One issue with Argenta is she's like one of the worst characters.
What a shame.
I don't know why, but she's like, can't hit shit. Takes her a long time to actually start being able to hit shit.
Let's see. This burst fire over
I'll
here.
do it. Eradicate it.
Dude! It's so satisfying.
As the Emperor commands, I act. God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Walks over.
Doubt is for the weak.
She missed. Excellent. Just what they told me.
The fuck do you mean they get to go in this initiative?
Yeah, what? Not even mention
I was
it. Oh, she did hit him.
I was quoting my reaction to Nick that one time.
Oh my god, that's right. I forgot about that. But that is messed up still. That it's like that initiative? What?
I'm sorry for this.
Oh my god.
She's down.
She's dead! Boba Fett is dead.
Alright, bro. Let's do the lightning.
I don't know if I can actually hit anything. I can go right here.
No foe too great.
I'll have no
Bro,
cover.
what is this bullshit? They came in at the end, get their turn, and two of them get to go before me again? One of them?
Dang, yeah, that is messed up. What? Okay, Nick Anthelis.
One step ahead. I know what to do.
Got one.
Oh, friend. Bitch.
I love that.
Abelard, get strong.
He is strong.
Alright, then I'll just do a regular. Oh no, I need to.
They're dead. Is there anything we could do with that lady?
Who?
The lady that is dead?
Idira? No.
Yeah. She's just dead.
She's just dead for now.
Savage. Wait, if I move him, does that mean he can't use charge?
No.
Oh, okay.
He can move and then charge. And in fact, that's how you actually manage to get him around the battlefield, because he can charge even if there's nothing to attack. So it's essentially like having an extra movement.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, he kind of has to... He can't really attack anything.
You can make him charge and get as close to one of the guys as possible, and then make him swing. No, I would have gone to the other guy.
Like
he could have charged the...
No, he couldn't have gotten to him.
Yeah, he could have. He could have gotten to like the cell right next to him. He wouldn't have been able to hit him.
Oh, okay.
But then he could have done a
that was
attack.
my That's what I thought was going on.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. I'll do it.
That guy's dead.
Alright, now turn around and shoot Sister Argenta.
Easy.
Yes.
Perfect.
Got him. Took me a bit, but I get it.
Bunch of stuff to loot. secret stuff.
Nothing good though, right? Yeah, nothing good. Skill tests.
Okay, gotta open this door.
Whoa. What did you just do?
I turned on the power.
Oh.
Marching ahead. My actions speak louder than words.
Alright, I'm finding a lot of stuff. You want to take everything, don't just leave it.
Oh, so we do want everything?
Yeah, because we don't have a inventory space thing. There's no weight to anything we carry, and we can transfer it to cargo so that we can essentially give it to people, which will give us more reputation with them.
Oh. So it's better for us to loot everything.
Everything.
Oh. Did you get everything then?
Yeah, I did.
Alright. I did not know that was the thing that we do.
Oh, we leveled
we
up.
Leveled up. Yeah, I saw that.
Alright. Unfortunately, the first, 4 levels is nothing.
Alright. It seems like there's not... Wait, can I...
There's no choices to be made in the first 3 or 4 levels.
Right. It's just you accepting it.
Pretty much.
Let's see. Let's go in.
Oh, we're back at the beginning.
Yeah, let's go find out
Oh, I found a body. Got a key. What's down here?
let's go find out how Lady Theodora dies.
Got some stuff over here.
So you can become the rogue trader, and she's not the rogue trader anymore. Because she's
Oh,
dead.
there's a helmet here. Deck officer's helmet gives 5% armor. I'm aware of that. Wrong thing.
Is this not where we need to go?
No, there's just some loot down here.
Ooh. What is that? Who came out from the fire?
The roar of the flames rings in your ears, and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps. And then you see the figure walk out of the fire toward you. It is Theodora von Valancius.
She
Her
doesn't sound
expression is
correct.
calm, terrifyingly so for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of her power sword. The other is raised in an inviting gesture.
An apparition. A sorceress. Apparition. Trickery of the warp.
Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
Aren't you in pain?
Pain is but a reflection of one's weakness. To renounce weakness of spirit in pursuit of greatness is the only path to heights worthy of a rogue trader. I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies.
So just so you know, Daniel, I chose to be heretical for the character creation, so I'm going to choose the heretical option every single time, but it's entirely up to you to choose what you want. Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer, and that answer can be nothing other than acceptance.
Do not listen to this abomination. If you... There There is naught but his light in your heart. If you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul.
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
Over the roaring flames you hear distant sounds, frightened voices, screams, muffled and distorted as if there were a body of water between you and them. So I'm always going to choose her. Yeah. I'll always choose heretical, but what's fun is
What are we waiting for?
for this one, Daniel, I do suggest dogmatic.
I was going dogmatic because I'm like, I don't think this is the Lady Theodora that I was just talking to. I'm going to just walk through it. I'm going to listen to the faithful over here.
Thousands of needles pierce your consciousness, but are powerless to stop you.
Oh, sick. This sounds
Take a
awesome.
step forward, and the illusion breaks. A wave of excruciating pain crashes over you, and Theodora's voice fades into the firestorm. You hear the voices of your companions calling you from behind, and the screams of the weak dying in the inescapable blaze.
Jeez.
The blinding inferno, the harrowing pyre, the all-consuming storm releases you as you step out, barely able to stay on your feet. The blood is pounding in your ears, drowning out the world around you. Your eyes, caked in soot and burnt out eyelashes, refuse to open. Free from the flames, you take 2 more steps before collapsing to your knees. The rush of blood in your temples and the horrible pain all over your scorched body cloud your mind, before suddenly retreating, as if driven away by some mighty will. A new strength spreads throughout your veins, and despite the wounds, your body is once more ready for trials and struggle. You open your eyes and see a glow with warm light before you, the Aquila, the sacred symbol of the Imperium. In the next moment, you are struck with another realization. The repulsive presence, the one that has plagued your mind since Voigtvir's wounded you, is gone. The fire seems to burn the entity away without a trace.
Master, can you hear me? Oh, you're alive. Which is more than I was expecting after what you just did.
Praise the Emperor. We passed through the flames. How can this be anything but a portent? For so it is said that the Emperor will bless the worthiest and most steadfast in their faith.
Behind Argenta you see Adira Talas, doubled over in a fit of nausea. The rest of the people who are following you have withered away in the fire that continues to rage mere 2 steps away from you.
You see that the Aquila, it was glowing.
You're delirious. Whatever it is you think you are seeing.
What happened to Lady Theodora? Did she follow us?
Never here.
There was no Theodora, witch. There was an illusion, a temptation, a foul taint that tried to lead us astray. But he perceived its true nature.
Is that right, Adepta Sanctimonious? What? We'll just pretend like we didn't see the Lord's Captain standing there in the fire? Abala, you tell her.
Whatever it was, it matters no longer.
Sigh.
Your
Lasai.
or holiness. A path opened behind you, where one moment there was fire, the next only smoldering embers remain. But what am I saying? My eyes must have deceived me. Too much smoke for my lungs. Truly, would you have received wounds like these if there had been no fire?
The wounds are merely a sign of a trial laudably passed. It is something to be proud of, the same as decorations or badges of honor.
Even if you were anticipating another wave of pain, it does not come. Your muscles feel strong, and your limbs obey you without fail. And yet, deep inside, somewhere next to your heart and stomach, you feel a certain tension akin to that of a taut string. You are at your limit. Be it adrenaline or the strength of your faith, it will not carry you much further.
Did my eyes deceive me? I could swear that I just witnessed you step out of a pillar of fire with the rest following in your wake.
I loathe being late for an engagement.
That's so good. That's a great. That's too good. I have to choose it. That's so good. It's a great response after stepping out of fire.
I loathe being late. I can't feel my legs.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Collapses.
I loathe being late to engagements. But I'm here.
You totter away like Mr. Krabs.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my god, that's such a great response. Look closely at Adelthrad.
Adelthrad does not seem to have changed since you first met, but only at first glance. His face has taken on a strange hue. The skin in his temples appears scaled, and his voice now has an uncanny screeching quality. These are not traces of fatigue and stress. The Psyker's body has begun to mutate, a consequence of contact with the warp.
Gain 20 experience. You're not in the best shape yourself, Adelthrad.
Noticed the signs of my blessing, have you? Yes. The warp is taking its toll. But I'm still sane and able to hold my weapon. I'll fight for the Von Valancius bloodline to the end. And if the price is the eternal curse of mutation, so be it.
Alright, they'll keep me upright with my head on end, that's all that matters.
Forgive my insistence. I shall not be the one to doubt the faith of he who has passed the trial by fire. I have gathered everyone who answered the Vox call and was able to hold a weapon. Yet I do not see the Lord Captain or her arch-militant in our midst. We are still receiving messages in her voice, but she is not responding to direct requests. I last saw Lady Theodora on the observation platform. When did you and she part ways?
It was at this very elevator, Master Edelthrad. The Lord Captain, accompanied by the Arch-Militant, headed to her chambers to retrieve an item of particular import. After that, all we heard from her were Vox broadcasts.
This is troubling, and the timing is inopportune. I am still receiving fragmentary reports from the breach. Kunrad Voigtveer was spotted there, and even what scant intelligence on his activities I have reminds me of descriptions of sorcerous rituals. If that traitor has resorted to witchcraft, we must stop him at once.
Let's go to the bridge.
You most certainly are not. You can barely stand upright after what happened. It is best that we go to retrieve Lady Theodora and let Edelthrad commence the attack on Voigtveer.
Something in the Seneschal's voice gives you the impression that his primary goal is ensuring Theodora's safety, not yours.
A reasonable approach. Take your escort with you. You may be waylaid. Once you have found the Lord Captain, you must beg her to go to the bridge and lead the counterattack. The rogue trader's appearance is sure to fill the defenders' hearts with hope, however frightened or exhausted they may be. Until next we meet, may the Emperor bless your deeds. I shall see you on the field of battle.
Same to you, you say, your body still smoking. Oh my god, why am I on the other side? I can't!
Oh, you actually can't! Why are you over there? This is what happens when you're not actually part of the main crew.
Don't worry, love, I'm over here now. Let the corpse be left.
Where are we actually going?
There are some lootables over in this direction.
Wait. What? She actually... What? Oh, I was gonna say, is she actually going to find a new... new way?
Alright, and then we'll open this door.
You just open this door and go through, yeah. And then you'll be magically teleported.
No, I saw my body for a second. Um,
You know,
oh, froze.
something tells me this was not meant to happen.
Oh, I heard Abelard open the door.
I mean, the door. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
There we go.
I skipped it. I skipped the cutscene. It was just Abelard opening that door. I'm here now.
It's just so funny that it's like you skip the cutscene, but the cutscene still happened.
Yeah, it's like that sometimes. Okay, nothing really in here. Some goods right here. Alright, oh, you're injured.
Not... Yeah. I mean, I've walked through fire. Do I need to have Abelard?
Yeah, Abelard. Have him use a med kit. And you should equip some med kits to his quick slot. I'm gonna be right back. I have to go pee.
Okie dokie. We actually can't play for too much longer. It is like 9 o'clock though. Want to get through this part and then we'll have to stop. Let me save the game.
I thought you had until 10:30.
I am not going to be playing this game all the way up to 10:30. I have to get ready by 10.
I'm going the wrong way.
Lord Captain's quarters. So this game takes place all in the ship?
No, just this prologue.
Because so far, like with that map, it was like, very interesting that it seems like everything's in the ship. Right
I was actually part of the group walking. That's rare.
Yeah, I know. There we go. Oh, I guess we're going here. Ah, see? She's dead. I knew it. And she's probably already been dead. I knew it. Oh, whoa. This looks kind of freaky.
Theodora von Valencius's body is sprawled on the large, blood-drenched desk. The Archmilitant's corpse, still clutching a weapon, is slumped against one of the bulkheads.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls. No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee?
But you did foresee me walking through the flames.
Lord Captain, who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
Doubt it.
It could have happened in the heat of battle. Not to mention that Mort was here, and he would have protected Lady Theodora to the last.
Abelard, look at the scene. Does this look like battle to you?
How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Archmilitant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
Hand placed on his shoulder. I think Morty did this, sir.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
We best be on our way. No, I kind of care. I kind of want to know.
You lean closer to the body. The cause of death is apparent. What ended the rogue trader's life was an auto pistol shot. An extraordinarily accurate one at that. Theodora's face bears an expression of surprise, the last emotion she experienced in life.
Yeah, guys, can we all agree it's probably Morty? Like, Morty killed this lady.
Something on the floor catches your eye, a heap of blood-spattered documents and scrolls that must have fallen off the desk. As you lean down for a closer look, you notice something else, small shards of glass scattered on the floor.
Huh. Idra, would you try touching Theodora? You might be able to see the killer through her eyes.
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are a different story. Something like that would require her soul. And after what we saw on the officer's deck, I won't risk searching for it in the warp.
Okay, so treat her like an object. I guess, take her skull out or something? That's an object, right? Well, okay, doesn't work like that. I got you. Hey, Adrian, what do these shards tell you?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces, drawing closer. Lady Theodora, and Conrad, and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure. Tainted witchcraft.
Everything's witchcraft to this lady.
It is difficult to say what exactly was broken. The object fell on the floor, and that is as much as you can ascertain. Upon closer examination, the shards appear iridescent rather than completely transparent, as if they had been submerged in promethium.
Promethium. Combustible fuel in the Imperium of Man.
Reports, accounts, dispatches, you go over the scrolls until you stumble upon a document that is starkly different from the rest. It is a handwritten letter signed with the initials XC, and a seal with a symbol that is vaguely familiar to you.
Esteemed Theodora, a change in circumstances has demanded your immediate assistance in our mutual cause. Forthwith, upon receiving this letter and performing the necessary preparations of the crew, you are to depart for the Rykard system. One of my acolytes, interrogator Hendrix von Kalox, operates there at the present time. Upon your arrival in the system, you will without delay make contact with him and offer any assistance required of you, after which you'll provide him passage to the Furibundus system aboard your ship. On footfall, the interrogator will remove himself from your presence to await further instructions. Anticipating any questions you may have, I will stress that the nature of the interrogator Van Calix's activities on Rykard Minoris is of no concern to you. If required, Van Calix himself will disclose the details of his mission. May the Emperor's light be with you. XC. Oh!
And shins a shiver down your spine. The author of this letter, addressed to Theodora von Valencius, signed it with the seal of the Holy Ordos of the Emperor's Inquisition,
Ooh.
the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunts heretics, Xenos, and other enemies of humanity.
Oh my god.
An auto pistol shot went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and the furniture around with blood, brain matter, and shards of his skull. The safety on the archmilitant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker than he.
We must be on our way.
The crucible of battle calls to me once more.
A little bloodthirsty, don't you think?
No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you? Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
Alright, there's still some items around here. Rosary beads.
Helmet of the Devoted Protector. Ooh.
Rogue Trader's Cloak. Yeah, that one's dogmatic. Wasn't one of the items we get?
Good lord, I hate that helmet. Oh, Rogue Trader's Cloak. Did
I
you
wouldn't
want
wear
that?
it.
You wouldn't wear it?
No. I wouldn't have you wear it either. Fellowship is useless for our character builds. This would be like if we had an officer with us.
Would we wear any of these?
I'll wear the Theodora's Rosary just so we can get the bonus to Commerce and Lore Imperium.
This helmet grants its wearer immunity to critical hits for the first 3 rounds of combat. I guess I'll wear that.
I mean, it's either you or the sister or Abelard. Those are the only 2 people that can wear it because it's dogmatic. You have to be a dogmatic person. Actually, I don't think Abelard can. I think he's an iconoclast.
So really, it's just me and the sister. I
think so.
Anyone need some logic?
Logic? Oh, because of the
goggles.
Hold on, my phone just went off. Let me see. +3 logic. Well, the thing is that amount of logic is kind of pointless. So
no. Okay.
No. Yeah.
Hang on. I want to. Oh, that's not what. I think this is also where. Oh, not that one. Yeah, it is where. Go helmet? No. Get off.
Yeah, exactly.
It looked cool before with the hats, but now
But Dale, you can turn on the base outfit thing, and it may have the hat still.
Ah, cool.
Does it still have the hat?
It has yeah, I keep the hat.
Yeah, okay.
I'm like, the hat is all right. I can keep the hat. The hat can stay on, but the helmet looks so bad. Oh my God! Is that a Gearhulk? Combat Servitor. Oh, let's see.
Oh darn! I'm not gonna be able to get to shine. That's disappointing. I was hoping I was. Oh, I am! Cool, so I will be able to shine.
Alright. Are you in position?
Yeah. No, Dale, you hit ready, and then it still has to wait for me.
Oh, okay.
Alright, you take the T on the right, I'll take the rest.
Sounds good.
Victory is imminent.
Jeez.
You did good, Ham. You did good.
Can I not?
Hey, why does
really?
that combat servitor have like half its health gone?
I don't know.
I've never noticed that.
I had to leave cover.
Wow, it does have half its health gone. It's heavily damaged. Servitor is heavily damaged. Its damage, hit chance, and wounds are greatly reduced. Huh. Oh, it has reject the flesh.
I just move right here. Get out of cover.
Well,
I thought I could like shoot so I don't have to hit you, but it looks like I have to do it like this.
No, my beautiful corpses.
As said, so done.
There we go. Enemy says, "Oh, you can just see what his status is."
Yeah.
He's heavily damaged. For some reason, he's heavily damaged. Oh, cool.
Faith without faith is worthless.
Jeez, they're so. He's so fat.
Ah, I can't see myself from there. That's stupid.
Buff. Expose the weakness. You're just gonna dance around killing them?
Yes I am. Damn!
Oh my god, that's so sick! That was awesome! Man, that guy has... He's fat.
Opportunity attack.
Pretty neat. Just destroyed him.
That's not the Seneschal's job. I'm not interested.
There's too close, dang.
Yeah, you have to be at least 2 cells away.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. At your beck and call.
They won't expect this.
Rejoice in battle! I'll do it.
My god. She could have just took that guy out
Oh,
herself.
we leveled up again.
Choose a talent.
And what talent do I want?
Fired up. Forewarning. All the soldiers' area attacks gain plus 17 armor penetration and ignore 2 deflection when used against enemies in a 3-cell radius around the soldier. Gosh, when you get so many of these things, it's like, what do I want? Should I go by the recommendation stuff, or should I,
That's up to you.
Oh, okay. get rapid reload. It sounds like a very good idea. Now this guy.
Let's seize the moment.
Let's see, let me check my character. Add an extra. What would it be? 32. Oh. Let's see. Weird that we haven't found any new armor.
Let's go with this. Oh, she's similar to my character, so I'm just gonna do the same.
He's a soldier, so yeah.
Yeah. Reload sounds like it would be a good idea.
Let's see this through.
All right. Let's see what's. Did you loot everything yet?
Yeah.
All right. So. I think we probably should stop here. It's like 9:30, and I still gotta get myself ready for work because I gotta make sure someone's pick me up because I think my brother's leaving for his job. So let's go ahead and save the game here, and we'll pick it up another time. This is fun. Great introduction to the 40K universe.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's like a lot of cool things in it. I like the where the general story is kind of going, even though this is still prologue. It's a very long prologue.
Yeah, it is. We're almost at the end.
You know, come to think of it, I don't think we ever got through the prologue of Torment when we played it.
You mean Tides of
Yeah.
Planescape?
Yeah, Planescape. I don't think when we played it, I don't think we got through it either.
No, we didn't. Well, there's a lot more reading in that one.
There's so much reading on that one.
It's a large tutorial area.
Anyway, I'm gonna go back to main menu. But yeah, we should definitely find some more time to play this and the other CRPGs that we played. This is really fun. This is a really good game. Highly recommend playing through it. All right. I'm gonna end the stream. This was also on the Oji's Masuzi channel, so you can go back and watch that. And I will see you guys next time. Probably trying to beat Exhibition 33. So.